Hey there, I'm Brooke Miller, registered dietitian, certified lactation counselor, and a mama who's helped hundreds of moms feel like themselves again after baby, boost their energy, mood, metabolism, and even their milk supply. Inside of the Postpartum Reset podcast, you'll learn how to take care of your health so that you can show up best for the ones you care about most. Each week, we'll tackle topics like nutrition, exercise, breastfeeding, mental health, and so much more. Plus, you'll get exclusive access to guest experts who will share different ways to make your pregnancy and postpartum experience so much easier. Whether you're approaching the postpartum period or you're right in the thick of it, you're in the right place. Let's dive into today's topic. Hey there, mama. This is your official welcome to the Postpartum Reset podcast. I realized after I had my first son how little support moms get in the postpartum period. So after my first son, we faced a lot of stressors out of our control. He had open heart surgery. He was born premature. He has Down syndrome. We were in the NICU and PICU. We had therapy, early intervention. I was pumping full time. This is not at all what I envisioned my first postpartum experience to look like, all while adjusting to becoming a brand new mom. I was jealous of all of my friends who seemed to have easy pregnancies and postpartum experiences, and I started to grieve the breastfeeding and postpartum journey I wanted to have. I felt so alone on my journey despite having a very supportive group of friends and family. Mentally, I was anxious about his health and needs and pumping. I was so worried about his health, and truthfully, because I was so fixated on all of his needs, I let a lot of my basic needs fall to the wayside. I felt guilt if I needed a break, if I wanted to get a workout in, or if I wanted to even eat a meal, especially alone. And this led me to hit a breaking point a few months into my first postpartum journey that I will never forget. I was sitting at the dinner table with my husband and I burst into tears. I was overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, and I was not taking care of my mental or physical health. He was shocked and scared because on the outside, I looked like I was handling everything so well, but I wasn't. I had fooled everyone into thinking I was okay, including myself. I felt shame about not being able to do it all alone and perfectly, and I felt like I was failing if I couldn't do it all. Be the perfect mom, get my body back, have the energy to bond with him. I felt like I couldn't figure this out on my own, and I felt like a failure. The real cost of not taking control back of my health, it was starting to impact the people I cared about most. And when you're struggling postpartum, whether it's feeling unhappy in your body, dealing with stress, postpartum anxiety, or depression, or anger, this starts to impact the ones you care about most. And they don't deserve our impatience, our exhaustion, our stress, or our anxiety. And I knew something needed to change because I couldn't go months or possibly years this way, and my family deserved better. Sometimes our biggest breakdowns are our biggest breakthroughs. And this is the realization that hit me that taking care of my health wasn't selfish at all. And it was actually the thing I needed the most that would benefit my entire family, because you can't give what you don't have. Taking care of your health is a way to express love to the people you care about most. Self-care is not selfish, it's necessary. So when you take care of you, you have more to give others. You're not failing, selfish, or a bad mom if you are asking for help right now. Motherhood is hard. You were never meant to do this alone, and you don't have to. The fact that you're here listening to this podcast means that you care so much about your health and your well-being and your family. And this is why this podcast was created, so that you don't have to feel alone on your postpartum journey, so that you can feel prepared for what's to come and how to handle common obstacles that moms face during pregnancy and during the postpartum period. And this podcast was created so that you can have an enjoyable postpartum experience. During this podcast, you'll get guidance from guest experts, and I'll even share tips and tricks along the way that led to me having a much easier and more enjoyable postpartum and motherhood experience. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here.